Hello friends, my name is Arya Vyas and today in the second season we are going to view a very exciting and creative puzzle made by Bodo Van Dan that's going to teach you how you should always be careful and think twice before you make any moves, because once you play a move it might seem good at first, but then once you realize the future consequences it's not always the best move. So now, first of all, when you notice this position, you can see that the material is almost equal. But the first thing that you will notice is that on h7 you have a pawn that can promote in the very next move. And the other thing that we notice is that black does not have any other moves to play. As you can see, all the pieces except the pawn on d4 can move, but the pawns on c7, e7, g7, the king on h6 and the pawn on g5 cannot move. Only the pawn on d4 can move. So now it gives you this perspective that if you don't play a good move, it will become a stalemate. And if you promote into a queen straight away, then you realize after d6, you play queen to g8 and now it's a stalemate. Even if this is a winning game for you, this is a stalemate because you're not giving a check and none of the pieces besides the pawn which has already moved can move. Therefore, this is a stalemate because all the pawns are blocked and the king is not being given a check and the king can also not move. So, instead of playing the pawn to a8 queen, if we play king pawn to a8 knight, then we can see that you can easily get the pawns to move and not making a checkmate. So d3 is forced, and after that knight to b6 is an amazing move that has been discovered because he is forced to play c takes b6, and then after that when you play c8, once again if you make the mistake of promoting into a queen as we see here, then it's going to become a stalemate all over again. The same principle continues to be seen in this puzzle. So after that you should play pawn to c8 knight, and now you can see that the knight once again gives you the chance to play knight to d6, forcing black to capture and not make it a stalemate. After e7, d5 is forced. e8, if you make it a queen, then we're going to repeat the same consequences. So you make it a knight. d4 and then knight to f6. After that, g takes f6 is forced. You play g7 to promote. After that, f5 and then g8 knight is checkmate. If you play queen, you would have still gotten a checkmate, but it would have been slightly lengthier. So in this tactic, Bodo Van Dan had shown us in a very good way how always promoting into a queen is not the best idea. Whenever you play a move that is usually good in most scenarios, it might be bad in some very particular cases. It also shows us how you should be careful about what the position is and how the different pawns are placed, what the movement of the different pieces is, because in the end game one move could change the whole outcome of the game. As we saw that if you play ace-8 queen, then it would become a draw. Even if it's a queen, you are not able to win the match, but a8 knight you would have been able to secure a win, as we saw. One more very good tactic that we learned in this tactic was the fact of luring. Luring is when you force the opponent to play a move, and in this we saw that black was in this phenomena known as Zugzwang. Zugzwang means that you have no other moves to play and so you have been forced to play this one move. Black has also cleverly arranged his pawns in such a way that if you make a mistake, you can make it a stalemate. So you always have to be careful how the different pawns are positioned. You have to see how your pieces are positioned, how you can make this game winning, and always whenever you play a move, think about it twice. If you don't see a definite ending, think about it once again. But never stop a variation just because you think you are winning. Always stop the calculation of the variation when you feel that you have found the checkmate, when you know that this is going to lead to the win of the match. So whenever you play a move, think about it twice, think until the end, and never give up on whatever variation because you are playing. Because if it is the right move but you don't think about it thoroughly, then you might end up making a mistake. and in the end game it is very important for you to stay focused and think about all the variations and all the moves before you make the choice. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe. So I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you have any questions, please comment down below and like and subscribe and switch on the notification bell so every time I post a new video, you can learn something new. And once again, I'll be waiting for your comments, and always make sure that whatever you watch, you should also apply, because chess is not just a game of knowledge, chess is also a game of applications, and it also teaches you how you should put your knowledge to the test in actual games. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Thank you and stay safe.